I have to admit, I'm a pretty big fan of the Nintendo Switch 2. Is it perfect? No, far from it. But you know what? I have really enjoyed my time with the system. And anytime you get a new system, you get new accessories, and sometimes you even get new manufacturers that jump in and start making accessories for new systems. One of which are these guys here, COOWPS, COOWPS. Well, this is their fully functional split protection case set for the Nintendo Switch 2. They call it the P2. And they recently sent us this to check out because they've got this up on Kickstarter right now. So let's go ahead, let's take this out of the box, let's see what it comes with and see what makes this different and perhaps better than other cases that are out there. Let's get started. So here you can see COOWPS. That's how I'm going to call it, COOWPS. It's a fully functional split protection case set for the Nintendo Switch 2. So that is important to note. This is only for the Switch 2, does not work on the Switch original. Here we have the branding on that side. Nothing really on the other sides. Up here, let's see, what do we have here? Fully protective, portable, kickstand, dock compatible, magnetic ring, and 12 game cart slots. So has some storage in there too for games. And then on the back inside, it basically comes with 2x grip cover, a protective cover, console protective case, and the manual. Is there any tape under here? I don't think so. I think this is gonna just pop right open, right like so. Now, they did send me this free of charge to check out, but they are not viewing any content before it goes live. All opinions are my own. So it looks like a screen protector wipe, basically. So not a screen protector, but a wipe to clean off the screen on there. The front case protection here, and some dense foam just to protect it in shipping. Nice storage here for cartridges. And then the nice thing here too is these are nice and deep to help protect the Joy-Con analog sticks during transportation. Let's see inside here what else we got. We're going to flip this over so that it looks right. What do we have here? We have extended warranty, added 12-month warranty, exclusive access to newly launched products for free, free product upgrades, support at COOWPS.com. Is there anything else here? No. Also, here is the manual that we'll look at in just a sec. Let's see, this is a QR code. Now that your product has arrived, what's next? My eyes are getting terrible, I'll tell you that much, because I can barely read that. So you have your two different left and right Joy-Con grips, and then you have your back here, and you have a separate kickstand. So this will completely cover up the stock kickstand. That's interesting here. And then this almost looks like an induction charging ring, but I know the Switch doesn't support that, so don't quite know what that's for. So here we have our Switch 2 completely encased right now in the P2, and you know, fairly nice, very well protected on here too. We're going to go ahead and we're going to just pop this off because it says press, so there we go with that. Like I mentioned too, this does actually have storage in the top part of the case for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different cartridges. And I do just happen to have my MIG switch handy, same size cartridge as a standard, switch cartridge. Put that right in there. It's not going anywhere. That's very well in there and protected. The nice thing too is the cartridge is slightly below the foam, so if you're worried about the cartridges coming in contact with the display on your Switch 2, I would say no reason to worry about that. Now, we're going to pop off our Joy-Cons and take a look here at the kickstand. I'm going to set the front aside for right now. Now, one thing at least that I initially noticed is that you have to lean it back a decent amount. You can't have it fairly shallow. Like, I could have my Switch 2 like this with the stock kickstand. It'll go back just a little bit further for it to be able to stand, but it is pretty infinitely adjustable, so that is well done there. And then it does have spots here for, there's your power, there's your volume up and down. You've got open spots there for the vents for cooling as well, so that gets, it's not blocked or anything like that. There's your power port if you want to charge while in handheld mode, headphone jack too, and then your cartridge slot right there ready to go. On the bottom, you also have clear access to the fans and the USB-C port. I think I am not quite centered, but it's pretty close. I'm going to see if I can't move this over a little bit. Well, one of the things I want to see, how easy is this to take off, and then I'll show you how it goes back on real quick too, because we put it on for our YouTube short. There we go. So, and then I do want to show you that real quick. With the stock kickstand, you can see it's pretty vertical there. So, not quite the same level of adjustment here. And then all that you do to put it on, I found it easier to go into the bottom first and then snap up onto the top. There you go there. Overall fitment is pretty good. It's very comfortable, I will say. The one thing that I noticed right away, my fingers fell into place between the grips here and the triggers. I'd like to see them eventually come out with a version 2 where you can swap these out with grips of different sizes. I know other manufacturers for the original Switch have done that in the past. I think that could be something that could really take this to the next level if you wanted to do that. But this feels fantastic. I've tested out other grips like this for the Switch, and the one thing I've complained in the past is I've wanted more texturing on the grips. These have got plenty of texturing to them. If anything, it may be a little bit too much, but it's pretty good as it is. So I'm liking this. Now, two things I do want to check out. They do say that this is dockable, so we're going to use it not only in the original Switch 2 dock. I want to see if it fits in the COOWPS dock too. It does not. This pushes the system too far away so that the USB-C port is basically not able to make enough contact. If I had an extension, it would probably work, I would say, which is unfortunate that this doesn't quite fit. So yes, the top of my display case here or gaming area is a mess. We are setting my Switch in the dock though with the case on it, and coming up here you can see the mess behind me. Boom, works perfectly with the Nintendo Switch 2 dock without any issues whatsoever, unlike, like I mentioned, the COOWPS dock, where it just raises the system up a little bit too far. Now, this will also work with the AverMedia docks just because of the type of connectors they use. That's what prevents the COOWPS dock from working, but the original one works beautifully. But overall, I mean, this is very, very nice, very comfortable, good quality feeling components and everything on here. I mean, this is, if you're looking for a grip for the Nintendo Switch 2 that's comfortable, that works, that provides a level of protection, that has cartridge storage on it as well, I'll have a link to where you can back this down below to end their Kickstarter. I love when something is simple and straightforward and just works, and the P2 case here for the Nintendo Switch 2 does all of that. Cartridge storage, check. System protection, check. And it even works with the dock. You don't have to remove your system from this to be able to dock it. That's fantastic. Now, I do wish that it worked with the COOWPS dock, but it's a third-party accessory. I don't expect a third-party accessory to work with other third-party accessories that they don't necessarily make. Now, above and beyond that, the quality of the materials feels great. Like I mentioned, I do wish they would have changeable grips. My fingers felt okay between the the ejection button and the top of the hump on the back. I'd like to open that up just a little bit, like maybe half an inch. I don't want to feel crowded, but if someone has larger hands, they may not like this, so that is something to be aware. Now, like I mentioned, I will have a link down below to their Kickstarter where you can check this out for yourselves. And if you want to go ahead and pre-order one, make sure that you go ahead and you reference that you saw this video and it helped you make your decision. Now, if you do want to see some of the other videos that we've done on the Nintendo Switch 2, I'll have those linked right here on screen. I'm sure you're going to find something that you like.